Around a year ago, we received the information about the Destiny 2 Showcase 2022 livestream, which gave us all of the information about Lightfall and the future of Destiny 2. There was one specific section in this livestream that grabbed everyone's attention, and it was the Fireteam Finder, or the looking for group that is coming to Destiny during Lightfall. Now, during this livestream, they did mention to us that we would have this LFG Fireteam Finder this year in Destiny 2, and with Lightfall coming to an end and the final shape just around the corner, we still have not even had a mention of the LFG Fireteam Finder. Now, if you don't know, on my channel, I like to cover the Destiny 2 solo player experience. I try to encourage and get all solo players out there and try and complete some endgame content. Now, from Bungie letting us know that they're going to implement a looking for group system inside of the game, this was great news for me and all of the other solo players in Destiny. However, it has been over 12 months now and there is still no sign or no mention of this even coming anymore. Now, what's funny is that I actually saw this article on Forbes from November 3rd, 2023 from Paul Tassi. Now, if you play Destiny 2, there's a pretty good chance that you know who Paul Tassi is. He posts on Twitter, Forbes, everything all the time about Destiny 2 and many other games. He's kind of like a newswire guy on the inside that gets all the information and puts it out for us public to go and read. Anyway, back to this article on Forbes. Paul Tassi stated in here in this article, as it states, in-game LFG has been tremendously difficult from a tech perspective and reportedly was announced to the community before the devs themselves. It is far more complicated than players will understand, even if it seems like it's an obvious thing that the game should have. It'll launch, but it's been a tough road. So this information and the rest of this information in this article comes from Paul Tassi investigating the past week at Bungie with all the circumstances around the mass layoffs and the reported delays to the final shape. So while he was researching all of this mass layoff and the delays to final shape, he actually found out this new information about the looking for group system that's meant to be coming to Destiny 2. So by the sounds of it, yes, we will be getting a looking for group system eventually in Destiny 2, but we don't actually know when. Now, what is extremely strange and weird is that during this Destiny 2 showcase, they actually announced this looking for group system to us, the community, before they even mentioned it to the devs. This is really strange because they went out and promised us community members that there will be a looking for group system in Destiny without even asking the devs if it's even possible. And this honestly goes to show because they did state that it is far more complicated than anyone will even understand, even if it seems like an obvious thing. They also said it will launch, but it's been a really tough road. So could this looking for group system be a part of the delay to the final shape? Possibly, we don't know, but it's probably more likely going to be a lot of other things and the fact that Destiny is down bad right now. So with the way things are going, I assume we won't be getting this looking for group system until the final shape releases. There's plenty of other really good information in this article, so I'm going to leave the link down below to this article if you want to go and have a read. I would cover the rest of this stuff in this article, but in today's video, I want to talk about the looking for group system and what Bungie needs to do to make this system actually work. Now, if you're a solo player, I'm sure you understand all of the struggles that you go through every day while playing this game. This game isn't meant for solo players. It's meant to be played with fire teams of up to 6 players or 3 players when you're doing strikes or nightfalls. All of the best loot in this game comes from the 6-man activities or the 3-man activities that actually take some team coordination. These 6-man raids and these 3-man dungeons give you the best loot in the game, and I'm surprised it's taken Bungie this long to actually implement a looking for group system. As of right now, if I want to recommend to a Destiny 2 player where to find other teammates or friends to play this game with, I always recommend going to the Destiny 2 LFG Discord channel. I use this Discord almost every single day, and I recommend it in many of my videos. So if Bungie is going to be adding a looking for group system into the Destiny 2 platform, they need to do a few things that match the Destiny 2 LFG Discord channel to make this actually useful and worth using. If Bungie doesn't do this looking for group system correctly inside of Destiny 2, no one is going to use it and everyone's just going to go out and use third-party systems like Discord. So I want to cover a few things in this video that Bungie needs to do to make sure that this system in Destiny 2 actually works. Now on your screen right now, what you're looking at is a technical mock-up from the Destiny 2 Showcase 2022. These are the visuals that Bungie gave us and showed us in this showcase. Now, as it states, visuals are not final, so we don't know if this is what it's actually going to look like or even perform like. Other than this exact screenshot you are looking at, we haven't seen or heard anything of this looking for group system ever since. However, if they go about how they're making this mock-up look, we could be in for some really good looking for group systems here. When I'm looking at this screenshot, there is a lot of really good things in here that I'm hoping that they implement into the final form of the looking for group system. As you can see here over on the left, it looks like there is a whole tab section to choose between what activities that you want to do. This is my number one point that needs to be done. There has to be separate tabs for every single activity in Destiny 2 for people to post looking for group systems. And from the mock-up that they have done, it looks like they have done this very well. So as you can see, they're in the raid tab and all of the tabs are listed on the left there. There is also the dungeons mixed into the raids, but I guess that is okay. As you can see, they are specifically in the Vault of Glass tab, and then over on the right is all of the groups that are sorted by recent for people that are looking for groups. Just off the rip and looking at this photo, if they can make the final form of this system look like this, we are in for a great surprise. Now, another thing that we are going to need to be able to do as a person that is looking to form a group is we are going to need to make a certain tab for ourselves in the said activity with our own words as the title. So if you've ever looked for a group on the Destiny 2 looking for group sites, you will know all the lingo that everyone does. It's usually something like looking for 3 more players to do said activity. This is vital. We need to be able to have a title to explain exactly what we need and what we want to do. If Bungie goes out of their way to make titles and sort of prerequisites that we have to put in our title and we can't put our own words, it's going to be very, very confusing and also frustrating. If I'm looking to do a raid with a bunch of random people and I want to do a red border chest run and then farm the boss at the very end, I need to be able to put that in my title. From the mock-up that we have here, as you can see, people seem to have their own titles. Someone's got here, Teaching Vogue, come join us. Vogue, need 5, no mic, chill run. So, by the looks of it, this is what they are intending to do, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, another thing that I feel like is necessary is some sort of Sherpa tab. So if you don't know what a Sherpa is, basically a Sherpa is someone that carries a new person through a raid for the first time. Even if it's not even a Sherpa tab, just somewhere where new players can go and post to find other new players that are looking to do the activity together. As we know, all of these looking for group third-party sites can get very, very toxic. Now, unfortunately, what causes this toxicity is players joining other groups and they don't know what to do. However, they are telling people that they do know what to do. If you've got 3 or 4 really good players at Destiny 2 that just absolutely want to speedrun Crota's raid and finish it ASAP, and they find some new player joining their group, and it's making them wipe all the time, these 4 players are going to get very, very frustrated and they're going to kick this person from the group. So I feel like there needs to be some sort of tab where new players can go to discuss and find Sherpas or just play together. Now, another thing that is going to need to be sorted out is we can't matchmake like Crucible. So as you know, when you go looking for a Crucible game, you just click PvP and then control and it just spawns you into a game. If this is the case for these raids, no one is going to use this system at all. If I click on looking for group and then go into Valve Disciple and all it does is it just spawns me into the raid with 5 other random players, this is not going to work at all. We need some sort of pre-lobby where we can get all 6 players in a lobby before we actually launch the activity, sort of sitting in orbit together, where we can all discuss what we want to do, what we're going to plan, you know, what classes we're going to play, all that fun stuff. If it just instantly ports us into the dungeon or the raid, people are going to leave because they don't know what they're doing. However, looking at this pre-mock-up that they have showed us, this looks very, very promising. I just hope they go with this route and actually make it look like this for the final shape. But anyway, Guardians, just thought I'd give you guys some new information about the new looking for group system. Hopefully we get this soon, but we don't know. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video or you're a Destiny 2 solo player, drop a comment and a subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys later.